You are taking care of aged disadvantaged with the aim of creating Gram Swaraj. I am reminded of evolving a sustainable development to the villages through Pura. Any help needed I can provide. Pura means providing urban amenities, rural areas with four connectivities, namely physical connectivity, electronic connectivity, knowledge connectivity, leading to economic connectivity. And in addition, you may give spiritual connectivity so that the vision of Gram Swaraj can be attained, where all attain the equal status with an inclusive and sustained growth with an evolved Gram Swaraj ecosystem, which will automatically take care of the aged and disadvantaged. I am confident that the unique service rendered by Sri Satya Sai Trust may certainly envision to achieve sustainability in development with cultural heritage preserved and enriched in villages. My greetings to all of you. And friends, I would like to recall one incident which commonly occurs in many parts of my country. I witnessed this event when I was a young boy, 10 years, in our house periodically in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu. In our house periodically, I used to see in 1940s when I was a 9-year boy to see three different unique personalities meet. Pachi Lakshmana Shastrigal, who was the head priest of famous Rameshwaram temple and a Vedic scholar. He is a Vedic scholar also. Reverend Father Podal, who built the first church in Rameshwaram Island. And my father, who was an imam in the mosque. All the three of them in British India used to sit and discuss the island problem, find solution. In addition, they built several religious connectivities with compassion. These connectivities quietly spread to others in the island like fragrance from the flowers. This sight always comes to my mind whenever I discuss with people on dialogue on religions. India has had this advantage of integration of minds of thousands of years. Throughout the world, the need to have a frank dialogue among cultures, religion, civilization have been felt now and moreover. Dear young friends and experience, definitely you will win. I would like to recite a poem which you will repeat with me. The poem is, will you repeat, all of you? We are all God's children. Our minds are stronger than diamonds. We will win with our mighty will. When God is with us, who can be against? Friends, there is everyone when you go to college, high school, primary school, anywhere you go, what we acquire? Very good, knowledge. Now knowledge, I am going to give you an equation. You like equation? Students, do you like equation or no? You like equation. Now tell me, knowledge is equal to creativity, righteousness in the heart, which you already know, plus courage. So if you have all these three components, you have knowledge. So after you come from a school, college, any educational institution, you are having three components, that is knowledge equal to creativity, righteousness in the heart and courage. I don't know how many teachers are here. Can you lift your hand, teachers? Large number of teachers are there. Very good. Now I have interacted with more than, for teachers I want to tell you, I have interacted with more than 15 million school children and millions of teachers across the length and breadth of the country in a decade's time. Wherever I went, whether it be in Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Karnataka, Kerala, Jammu and Kashmir, any other part of India, the voice of the youth is unique and strong in articulating their vision and dream. They are willing to work for it. Everyone dream of living prosperous India. Everyone wants to live in a prosperous India. and also India of character, India of value system, a happy India, a peaceful India, and safe India. The combination of prosperity, happiness, peace to a nation always have come together. When all the three of them converge, then India will truly be a developed nation. There are more than 550 million children in India. The children work in the school for about 25,000 hours during 12 years of primary and secondary education, and teachers of excellence in teaching alone can, with their example, become role models. What can I do for you? Every one of us has gone through various phases of education from childhood to profession. I visualize a scene. A child, a teenager, an adult, and a leader. I visualize a scene. In that scene, I see a child, I see a teenager, I see an adult, I see a leader. How does each one react to a particular situation? The situation is human need. The child asks, what can you do for me? Child says, if you ask what you want, what you can do for me, child says. The teenager says, I want to do it alone, leave me. I want to do it alone, leave me. The young person proclaims, let us do it together. The leader offers, what can I do for you? So, the teachers have got a tremendous responsibility to transform a child into a leader. The transformation of what you can do for me to what can I do for you.